Hello, my beautiful flower friends. I know it's been too long, but I think you will love this video because it is all about how to press your own wedding bouquet. So let's get started. This video is going to be more like a jumping point of how to get started with pressing your own bouquet. I have a ton of video resources out there already, so I'll be mentioning them and linking them when I get to that specific topic. Also, if you're wondering what this blue thing is, it is my phone with a microphone cover because I want good audio for this. And I'm sure you do too. Okay, for real now, let's jump right in. First of all, congratulations on your big day. So you have a lot of planning to do, and I'm basically going to cover the 3 stages you would be at if you know you want to press your bouquet. The first is if you're still in the planning phases of your wedding. If you know you want to press your bouquet at the end of it all, then you can speak with your florist and ask them to let you know if they have to wire up any flowers. This will just give you a good reference point for when you go to press your bouquets, you'll know to remove those wires in those flowers. Second stage is if your wedding is happening very soon. In order to keep your bouquet as fresh as possible to press after your big day, keep your bouquet hydrated whenever possible. You can also enlist the help of a trusted friend or bridesmaid to help you look after the bouquet when it's not being used. The goal is to keep your bouquet looking as fresh as possible so that when it does go into the press, it has the highest chance of coming out looking beautiful. Okay, this last stage is probably where most of you are at. Your wedding may have just passed, or it's passed for a few weeks now, and you just now realize that pressing your bouquet is an option. So I'm going to break this stage down a little further. So if your wedding recently passed and your bouquet has been sitting in water and it's still looking fresh, you can still press it. But if it's just getting to that point where it is starting to wilt, now is the best time to press it. Do not wait any longer. You want to press your flowers as fresh as possible. If your bouquet is wilted and well loved because of the celebration, you can always opt to press either your bridesmaid's bouquet, boutonnieres, centerpieces, or even bud vases because most likely those flowers have been in vases of water or less jostled around due to the events of the day. Lastly, if it's been a while since your wedding day and your flowers are dried, you may want to look into doing other projects such as preserving them in resin instead of pressing them. There is no way that I know of to press dried flowers. But also, if you really want to have pressed flowers, what you can do is take a picture of your bouquet and bring it to a florist and ask them to recreate it. So they can use the same flowers, the same color of flowers, but even though they won't be the exact flowers you've had during your wedding day, at least they will look the same. Okay, now to the good part of how to actually press your wedding bouquet. I do have tons of resources out already, so that's a great place to start. I do have some resources that are specific to flowers, but I know you may be having a lot of varieties in your bouquet. And so the way that I suggest for you to press your bouquet is to press petal by petal. This is the best way to ensure that your final pressing will look its best. Because mold and discoloration happens when there's too much moisture in the flower and it's not being absorbed quickly enough either by the pages in a book or the pages in a flower press. So by pressing it petal by petal, you're ensuring that there's less moisture to begin with, and so your chances of success are much higher. So to get started, you can pick your pressing method. This means you can press your flowers either in a book or with a flower press, and I'll be linking that video in the description box. Although the pressing process for using a book or flower press are kind of similar, by pressing in a book, that probably would be the least expensive way to press your bouquet. But depending on how many flowers you want to press, you may need a lot of books to get the job done. If you want to go with the flower press route and you want to purchase one or make one yourself, usually standard sizes can fit a lot of flowers. I find that this may be a little more convenient because you have all your flowers in one place, and also you're able to fine-tune the pressure a little more. The next step is actually putting your flowers into the press. The biggest tip I can give you here is to put like thicknesses in the same layer. So all thin pieces go on the same layer, all thick pieces go on the same layer. Because if you're mixing thick and thin pieces on the same layer, they won't be getting equal pressure. So those are all the tips I have specifically for pressing your wedding bouquet. Congratulations on your big day, and I will be linking the next videos for you to follow along. Pressing flowers is definitely a tedious and strenuous process. So if you are off enjoying your honeymoon and don't want to be bothered with pressing your own bouquet, there are definitely options out there for you to outsource this task. I recommend you looking into if there are any flower pressing services that are local, because then posting your flowers to them would be much cheaper. But also some professional pressing services offer things like color enhancement and reconstructing, so that your final piece won't be just petals, but they'll recreate them to be the full flowers and also color them with some sort of pigment so that it matches the color of what that flower was like when it was fresh. I'll also do my best to link some flower pressing services that I know of so that you have some resources to start out with if you are looking to outsource this. I hope this video was helpful as a jumping off point for you to get started with pressing your bouquet, and until next time, I will see you then. Happy pressing, happy creating. Bye! Also, if you are still planning your wedding and you're looking for table numbers with a bit of elegant floral elements, I'm making something that I think you would be interested in downloading. I will link it in the description box. Take a look and let me know what you think. All right, that is it for now, I think. Talk to you later. Bye.